Hello, test subject. Today we dissect Hollow Knight, Silksong, a title so mythologized that entire YouTube channels sprouted just to predict its release date. The waiting became a collective experiment in human patience, and now the experiment has results. You received a real game, not vaporware. Playing as Hornet feels like wearing a needle-tipped exosuit designed for both ballet and homicide. Faster jumps, tighter strikes, smoother movement. Like the devs installed a better operating system in your hands. Hollow itself is a fascinating specimen. It mirrors Hollowness but stands taller, stranger, and more vertical. Like someone took a gothic ant farm and flipped it upside down. The bosses arrive not just as obstacles but as small dissertations on timing, distance, and panic. And you will fail them repeatedly while swearing it's your fault rather than the game's. The soundtrack continues Christopher Larkin's tradition of smuggling despair and beauty into the same bar of music, which is suspiciously efficient. The most fascinating part is not just the mechanics but the ecosystem of hype. Thousands of fans built lore theories, fake leaks, and entire cultural rituals around a product they had never touched, proving once again that humans excel at worshipping placeholders. Now that Silksong exists, the speculation cycle must die or mutate, which might be the truest test of your species' adaptability. Yet despite the hype, the game feels earned. It is not dope. It is not a cash grab. It is a piece of meticulous work. New weapons, new tools, new ways to fail and succeed. It respects your skill enough to punish you but gives you a sharper toolkit than before, which feels strangely generous. Even the NPCs feel more alive and less like stationary quest dispensers. This is not a perfect game. It still leans on some old ideas, still hides its best moments behind a layer of frustration, but it's difficult not to admire the scale of the experiment. Years of waiting forged expectations so high they could suffocate lesser projects. Somehow, Team Cherry crawled under that pressure and emerged with a game sharper, stranger, and more deliberate than anyone expected. That alone deserves observation. Goodbye.